You want to do the theme? We can start it out that way if you want to try it. Give it a shot. All right, cool. All right, everybody know what time it is? There we go. That's awesome. That sounds like music. All right, let's hear that theme and let's try it out. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Iron's got it. There we go. All right. That's about the right amount of time. And then I shout like this and I go, hey, for those of you who don't know, my name is Michael Forrest, and welcome to It's Shark Time. Now, before we get going, just a quick note about text messaging. I have my text messages turned off, and that's because when I get text messages when I'm on stage, it's like hitting the wall, and sometimes they're not too friendly, right? So I have them turned off. If you do send me a text message, I won't be able to respond until after the show. But if you absolutely positively have to get a hold of us, really the best way is by joining our Discord, and you'll find the address on the beam directly below me, and hopefully I'm in the right spot. I think I am. Yeah. Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right. Now, if I could draw your attention to your lower left, you'll see a collection of circles there. At the very top of that collection of circles, you're going to find a microphone icon. When that microphone icon is clear, that means we can hear you and everything that's happening in your environment. I think that's great. I like being able to hear you laugh. I like being able to interact with you. But if during the show you're maybe having a conversation that's maybe better suited for the campfire, or you have some background noise that you don't know about, one of my moderators or my producer may turn that microphone icon to red. If that should happen, don't feel like you can't participate, or don't feel like offended because again, you might have some background noise that you don't know about, and all you would need to do is press that pink cheek smiley face in your menu wheel, and a wide variety of options with which to express yourself will appear before your very eyes. And you've got a lot to choose from there. But if I could, I'd like to reserve this one if I can, because this is by far the most distracting of all the emojis. It was invented in a dark basement by an evil admin that wanted to come up with the most distracting thing ever. And they came up with a giant hand sticking out of your head, right? So we're going to use that as kind of a signal for when things go wrong. If my voice starts cracking, I'm going to want to know that. If Sharky starts cracking jokes behind my back, I'm going to want to know that. If the glass on the ceiling starts cracking, let me know that too, because we're going to have a problem. Or if out in the distance you see an actual cracking, we're definitely going to want to know that because we're going to want time to evacuate. That's important. That helps. All right. Now, see, now I've hosted over 750 events in Altspace. You know what? That's a lot. But every day I get asked pretty much the same question, and that's why are we here? What's this about? What are we doing? And I get it all the time. So when we started doing the show, I thought it would be fun if we always start out by asking the audience that question. And if you've been here before, you know what I'm talking about. But if it's your first time, you'll find the answer in these three wonderful words just below my podium. The three words that say it all. All right, now this is why we're here. This is why we got. So everybody, why are we here? Let's hear it.
Feed a shark.
Feed a shark. Feed a shark. To feed a shark. That's right, everybody. That's why we're here. Now, in order to feed a shark, we're going to need a shark. And we have Melvin, Buster, and Fang to help us out with that. These are my friends. And they're looking good now. They're looking like themselves. We'll cover that in a bit. But, they're looking good now, but they didn't always look this way. There was once a time where they were so skinny and they were wasting away to nothing. And I was filled with worry. It really was. I was wandering around Altspace looking for a solution. And out of complete and utter desperation, I became an Altspace event host. I started hosting events, and we had hundreds of people coming through our events and experiences, but nobody was willing to help me feed a shark. Right. And, one day I had a conversation with an admin that changed my life forever. That admin told me that Altspace users would do absolutely anything for a world building kit. And we have that here for you today. What we're giving away is a 12-piece aquarium themed world building kit. All right. And each one is kind of unique because you start out with an empty aquarium. Did you just say boo? Really? Oh, whoa, whoa was much better than boo. I got concerned because it's an awesome kit. How many of you have won the kit already? Let me see your hands go if you've won this kit I'm talking about. Let me see. All right, is it awesome? Do you guys like it?
I have no hands. I love it.
All right, Courtney's got no hands. All right, you can use emojis, Courtney. We just covered that. Just saying. All right. So how many of you guys, do you like the kit? Let me see some heart emojis. Let me see those emojis flow if you like the kit. Let me see that. All right, cool. That's good. All right. Well, if you haven't yet won the kit and you want your chance to win, today's your opportunity to do that. What you're going to see is on your lower right, you're going to see a raise hand button appear as if by magic, because that's what passes for magic in VR. Right. Now, while we wait for that to fill up, you just press that raise hand button. It'll turn blue and you'll be all set. While we wait for that to fill up, listen, I want to talk to you about tonight's performance. If you've never been here before, all right, you'll know that you may not know this, but we have a lot of special effects that we usually use during the show. All right. But a few weeks ago, we asked a question about organized crime. All right. Nia was very upset about it. And then these guys outside showed up. All right, now, don't look at them all at once. Try not to pay any attention to them. All right. We don't want to encourage them. But they showed up, and they've been hanging out here ever since. Right. But that very night, we ran the show, our special effects no longer worked. We would press buttons on our console and nothing would happen. So I contacted the admins. And listen, there's a thing that I've been saying since I taught the 101s, the Altspace VR 101s, when I started teaching those. I've been telling everybody the way things get done in Altspace is that the more people ask for something, that's how Altspace knows to make it a priority. Now, the thing that's happening to us isn't affecting a lot of people. Right? So that's going to get pushed down on the priority list. But the thing of it is this is actually affecting a lot of people. It's affecting our audiences. And we get like, a couple hundred people to our experiences a week. And, that's so it's affecting all of you, even though from Altspace's perspective, it's not affecting a lot of people. So we need, let them see this. And so we're asking for all of your help. Right. What I'd like you to do, if you could, if you like the show, only if you like the show, if you love the show, if you enjoy it here, right, I'd like you to go to altvr.com. And in the in the bottom of the page, you're going to see a link that says support. Now, if you click on support, you'll be able to fill out a support ticket and just tell them that you're fans of the show, you like the show, and you'd really appreciate it if they could help Michael solve his problem. That's it. Right. Now, I don't think it's too much to ask, like that. An admin, a developer, give us a couple hours of time, considering how many hours we've given in doing all these shows that we've done. We've given like hundreds of hours, and I'm only asking for a couple to fix this problem. That's it. Now, listen, they went so far as to create, and I'm very honored that they did this. All right. They created a form letter just for us. Did. Right. Because so many of you were actually writing in. They were like, all right, we got to contain this. This is a problem. And they send you a form letter. And in that way, they're able to close the ticket. Problem is that defeats the purpose, right? It's no longer a priority then. So I want all of you, without getting yourselves in any trouble, all right, don't be mean. We don't want to troll Altspace, but without, to keep the ticket going, keep it open. So when they write you back, ask them how the weather is where they are, right? Ask them how they're doing, right? And then when they answer you back, like, oh, I'm doing fine, thank you, right? Write them back and say, well, how come you didn't ask how I'm doing? Right? Things like that, just keep it going. And, even be honest, say, listen, I want to keep this ticket open because the show's important to me. Right. So, in doing that, really, really help an awful lot. All right. Let's see. Ooh, we got 4 people on the menu already. Well, that's good. Hey, Melvin, Mr. and Fang, you want to hear tonight's specials? All right. We're going to open the menu and see. Well, the funniest part about that for me is that it's actually a menu. I like that. It's cool. All right. Let's see. Oh, we got Dorian wants to be on. That's cool. All right. Let's see. We have also Atomic Punk here for the first time. We have Tiny Rick. All right, let's see, who else do we have? We're going to start out with those 3. All right, now, if I've called your name, please come up on the stage. But listen, if you need to recenter, do so now, because if you recenter on stage, you end up back in the audience. And this is awkward for everybody, isn't it, Ian? Isn't it? It feels awkward, doesn't it? Pretty sure it does. Yeah, there we go. Wow, we're really lost in that awkward thing. All right, let's head up to the stage, everybody that's been called. All right, let's start out with you, Atomic Punk. How long have you been around Altspace for?
About 2 weeks.
Wait, 2 weeks? Oh, you're really fresh. Should we throw him back, everybody?
Yeah.
What do you say?
No.
Now we're going to keep him? All right, we're going to go with you. All right, that's cool.
Hey, thanks.
All right, let's see.
Appreciate
Now,
it.
Dorian, you've moderated for us for a long time. I think we're like well over a year at this point, right? It's been a while, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that gives you any kind of inside edge here at Shark Time?
I think it gives me an edge.
You do?
Yeah.
Man, I'm sorry to break it to you, man. I'm sorry to break it to you, but it really doesn't. It really, really doesn't. Okay. All right. So let's see. Tiny Rick, you said earlier to me when you first came in that you actually come into Altspace just for this show?
That is it, yes.
Wow.
Hardcore.
Yeah, that was really wow. I was hearing that. How long have you been around Altspace for?
It's not very long, actually, just a couple of weeks.
Just a couple weeks. Oh, so you're fresh too. Okay. All right.
First
cool.
show I found,
Right.
only one I liked.
Oh, wow. Well, I appreciate that so much. That's awesome to hear. Listen, actually, you know what? I like to do this every so often. If you guys don't mind me asking where you're from, you don't have to be very specific, because terms of service and all that. But I like to have some idea where people are from. Dorian, where in the world do you come from?
I'm good.
Florida.
Yes.
Florida. Oh, cool. I'm not going to like you very much when the winter comes. It gets cold where I am. And I'm going to resent you, but it'll be friendly. It'll be cool. All right, Tiny Rick, where in the world do you call home?
I am from Scotland.
Scotland. Wow. Oh, cool. So crossing an ocean. So when I go like this, hey, Neil Getz, you're also from Scotland?
Woo, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
All right,
brother.
cool. All right, very nice. All right, neat. So
Nice.
we're crossing oceans here, people. All right. I know we got the UK, we got Germany. Wow, we're like international now. That's really cool. All right. Now, how about you, Atomic Punk? Where do you call home?
Hudson Valley, New York.
Hudson Valley, New York. Oh, so we're neighbors. I'm in Pennsylvania. I grew up in New York, actually. New York City.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, very
Yeah,
cool. I used to go camping up in
cool.
Hudson Valley, though. That's neat. All right, everybody. If you all would come up this ramp here, join me up over here. We're going to go up top. Now, when we get there, you're going to see that we have these 3 yellow X's all set up just for you. Right now, if you would pick out a yellow X to stand on to call your own, right, and get comfortable because hopefully you'll be there for a while. And once you're on those yellow X's, you'll feel free to reset or make yourself comfortable. All right, there we go. Very nice. All right, now just a minor formality before we set out. Dorian, do you consent to play this game? You agree to all that?
Yes.
You do. Excellent. All right, and you realize that's legally binding in like all the countries, right?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. How about you, Tiny Rick? Do you agree?
Let's do this.
Yes. You consent?
Yes.
You heard that, everybody. Consented. This is awesome. How about you, Atomic Punk? You consent?
I'm a consenting adult. Let's just put it
You're a
that
consenting adult. Well, do you agree to play?
way. Yeah. I
Oh,
suppose so.
excellent. Oh, that's good news. Okay, this is starting out just great. All right, cool. Well, the way this is going to work is, listen, we've lost our voting system, so we have to work around it. And now we have to determine together, as you and me together as an audience, we need to determine the future of Altspace. The way we're going to do this is we're going to get to know our volunteers by asking them some questions, right? And depending on their answers, that'll give you some idea of what they're about, and you'll determine, how you want Altspace to be in the future, right? And the way you're going to do this is by voting. But since we lost our voting system, we're going to have to ask you all to move around a little bit as the show goes on, all right? And the way this is going to work is, let's say that Dorian has a fantastic answer. It's really insightful, and you're very impressed. You're going to go stand behind the fence that matches Dorian. So you all stand over here. So all these people here, they're Dorian supporters, right? But let's say that that Tiny Rick has a fantastic answer and it's better than anything you've ever heard before. Well, then you're going to want to stand behind this center fence right here, because this is where all the Tiny Rick supporters are going to stand, right? And then let's say that Atomic Punk gives the most incredible answer in Shark Time history. It's so good that Sharky jumps up out of the water. So maybe some fireworks. That would actually be probably really bad in here. Bad idea. We're not going to do that. All right. But if you are an Atomic Punk supporter, just stand behind this fence. If you're Avante, how's it going? Thanks for making it. All right. So we have it all in here, and you guys get the idea. So when we get closer to the end of the round, you guys will position yourselves and show your support. We'll call on you to stand there, and then we'll count, see who's standing where, and that way you guys get to vote. But you know what I was told last week? I was told last week that that some people don't like that the volunteers can see who they're voting for. Makes you feel funny when they can see that, right? So when we take the vote, we're going to actually have our volunteers turn around. I think that'll be neat. And this way they don't see what's coming. All right, cool. All right, now, so we are going to start out by asking our volunteers some questions. And this time, I think we're going to start out with, let's start with, Atomic Punk's never done the show before, so that wouldn't be fair. Let's start out with Dorian. All right, Dorian, are you ready for your question?
Yes.
You are. All right, excellent. Well, actually, I'm completely not. Here we go. All right. Well, we've come to learn that the leader of the Orca crime family, it goes by the nefarious moniker Godmother. All right, and
Uh-oh. Oh no. We lose
Michael.
Mike. Oh no.
He said
Okay.
he said Codmother,
Okay.
and you see what happened?
Okay.
That's what happened.
Isn't that weird, everybody? I happened to ask a question about organized crime, and I just so happened to lose my tracking.
Oh,
Anybody
they're
else think that's
listening to
weird?
us.
Yeah,
Not good.
It's very, very strange indeed. All
Maybe
right,
you are
so
good.
we've learned that the leader of you people out there, all right, I'm not going to say it, is known as the Godmother, right? And she's, we've also become aware that she's normally surrounded by, at least 10 very large, very mean-looking, very, 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 very intimidating orcas. All right, and she's surrounded by them at all times, right? But we've also been told that she grants favors if you can get near her, right? So what I'm thinking here is we got to find out some way to get close to her, right? So I'm looking for ideas here. Dorian, how do we get close to the Godmother?
Feed her to a shark.
Eat her to a shark. Wow, that would make an impression. Oh, you know what? I like the way you think, man. It's good. All right, cool. All right, how about you, Tiny Rick? What do you say? How do we get close to the godmother?
I think I'll go with the same answer I used last time. You just call in the Navy SEALs.
Call in the Navy SEAls. I like that because
Get
I
it?
really, in my mind, I picture that they're actual SEAls. You know, they come in, they rappel down with some rope and they, do SEAL-like things. That's pretty cool. All right, how about you, Atomic Punk? What do you say? How do we get close to Godmother?
Call the Barracuda Squad.
Barracuda Squad. Well, this all sounds like we're being very violent against her. It's going to be hard to ask her for a favor after we take her out. That's going to be kind of strange. All right, but listen, you've heard from our volunteers. You've heard about their violent tendencies, and all I need you to do now is, wait a minute. What we're going to do here is if I could ask our volunteer contestants to turn around. You don't see how people are voting. There you go. There you go. Face that wall. There you go. Yeah, there's nothing weird about this at all. All right, cool. You guys comfortable? You doing all right? All right, you doing good? All right, cool. All right, emojis, that's good. Hands are up. Everyone's good. All right, everybody, now shuffle around. All right, and stand in front of the volunteers' fence that you support. All right, let's see how this is going. All right, let's see how we're doing. All right, they're still moving around. Normally we'd be playing some music at this point. Hopefully we can get our stuff back. All right, let's see. All right, I'm getting some sense of the will of the audience at this point. Atomic Punk, let me ask you something. Do you have any plans later?
Not really.
No, that's wonderful. Even
I may
more
have to feed
important,
my
and the
cat,
most
but-
important question we ask here.
You
got to feed the cat? You have a cat?
You might be, yeah.
Excuse
Probably
me
sitting
one
on my
second.
lap soon.
Don't turn around. Just hang on. See that? See, people, what you did? They're all monsters. All right, let's see here. Atomic Punk. All right, let me ask you something. All right, it's the most important question we ask here. Does anybody know where you are right now?
No.
Excellent. This is a producer. If you wouldn't mind, listen, do me a favor. Give me a good scream on your way out. It really helps the process. Well, there we go. All right. Very nice. All right. Now, the good news is we have an opening. So if you'd like a chance to win one of these world building kits that we have to give away, just press that raise hand button and we'll get you up here. All right. So let's see. Who are we going to have up next? We need somebody to stand over Fang. All right. And hopefully the platform is all solid again. But let's see here. Who do we have? Let's see. We pick. So we have, let's see. Well, we have Keeper of, can't see the full name, but it's Keeper of something. All right, let's see.
Keeper of Pie.
Keeper, you out there? Keeper of Pie. All right. Oh, so you're keeping the pie all to yourself.
Yes, sir.
See how it is?
Always
What kind of pie are we
pie.
talking about? What kind of pie are we talking about? Raspberry pie. I see. I see. Well, that would go well with our seasoning. Come on up. All right. Now, let's see here. Now, Keeper of Pie, let me ask you something here. How long have you been
Do
around
I need an
Altspace?
adult consent? Do I need an adult?
You need an adult.
Nah.
No,
I
I'm an
don't need
I'm
adult.
hoping you are an adult or you wouldn't be, be here. There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
So how long have you been around Altspace for?
Actually, about a year and a half.
Year and a half. Wow. Have you ever been to the show before?
No, I started off going to shows like the Neighborhood News back last year.
Oh, we don't.
It kept me
Hold on.
sane.
Oh, whoa. Hold
Sorry.
on. We don't talk about
Sorry.
other events in here. We don't talk about
Oh,
other
my
events in
bad.
here.
My bad.
We
I
just
have
don't
seen
do
the
that.
show. I had not come to it.
Really? So you have no idea what's
have-
going on yet, do you?
I'm getting an idea.
Oh, I'm sorry for that. Yet you still want to play. Tell me, what's gone wrong in your life that you'd want to play?
Oh God, I have a warehouse with lists.
A warehouse. You've heard of computers, right?
Yeah.
That can store a lot of information in a small space.
I keep
those
them
are-
there too.
Good. All right. Well, come on up. All right. Let's see. We got a spot right over Fang. So come on up here. Watch out for that portal. We're going to use that at the end. Come over here.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Now just stand on this yellow X right here. There you go.
All right.
And then once you're there, you can recenter yourself, and just hang out there. Right there you go. All right.
All right.
So you comfortable?
Works.
Comfortable? You good?
Yeah.
You good?
This is
excellent.
nice.
All right. Cool. All right. So let's begin our next round here, and let's start out with Tiny Rick. Tiny Rick, are you ready for your question?
Yes.
You are. All right. That's good. All right. Well, listen, you've decided to get back to nature and you've taken up camping with some friends. Now, your first night out, you wake up to find all the things from your backpack are all out. Somebody's clearly gone through your things, but nothing is really missing. All right. And The next day, next morning, as you and your friends set out, you casually mention that somebody seems to have gone through your bag, right? Somebody's gone through your pack. Your friends are really glad you brought this up. They really are, because someone went through their packs too. The thing is, they think it was you. Right? How do you convince your friends that you had nothing to do with this, Tiny Rick?
Or you just blame Steve. It was always Steve.
Blame Steve. It's always Steve.
Yeah, there's always a
Let's see.
Steve to
Anybody
blame.
in our audience named Steve? If your name is Steve, raise your hand. Because if my name was Steve, I'd be really offended.
It was
Got a
him.
Steve, somebody raising their hand in the
Steve,
back.
it's
with
Him
a
in the
name.
back. It was him. It was him.
Ginger Bob. Oh, wait. Do you actually know him?
No, but it was him. Definitely.
was him.
100%.
It was him. So you're saying that it wasn't your fault, but it was Ginger Bob 76.
Yep, Steve did it.
All right, wait. I'm going to give you a little help. And Rick, I'm going to give you a little bit of help. Do realize that your job is to get these people out there to vote for you. And making enemies is probably not a good idea. It's not a good strategy.
Oh, sorry. He's going to go halfers in the stuff he stole. That's so good.
Oh, I see. Oh, he's going halfsies with you. Okay, I see how it goes. So it was you the whole
Benefit of
time.
both of us.
It's an inside job. All right, cool. All right, let's see. All right, now, how about you, keeper of pie? All right, how would you convince your friends that you had nothing to do with this?
Well, okay, it gets a little tricky. And I don't want to offend anyone because this is not meant to offend.
Oh,
But
this is a producer. Get ready. Yeah, go ahead.
do I have a light case of BP? Not BP. Multiple personalities, and
Okay.
I have 3 of them, and I'm pretty
And which
sure.
one keeps the pie?
No, me. I keep the pie. They can't
All
be
right, good.
trusted with the pie. They don't
All
know
right,
how
I
to
get
bake.
it. Yeah, we don't want them
so
coming up on the
there's-
pie. That'd be wrong.
There's me. There's Paco, and then there's
Yeah.
Edward. Now,
Okay.
Paco keeps a journal, and he kept a
see.
journal last night, and he said that he was up all night learning French because he wants to go to
see.
Canada. Now,
Got it.
Edward, he don't do shit. Edward's lazy.
See.
Oh, he's not going to get up in the middle of the night and do anything. And I was sleeping, so I'm sold.
Wait.
I'm
Hold
solid.
on.
Wasn't me.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
What's up?
Right. You do realize this is a family show, right? It's what's more wholesome than
I
feeding
do
a shark.
now.
Right. Well, good. I'm just making it clear. Okay, so carry on. So you've got multiple personalities, and one of them's up writing in their journal.
Yeah.
A friend.
So
Okay.
Edward is too lazy.
See.
Paco was busy, and I was sleeping.
Yes.
So it wasn't me.
There you go. So it wasn't you. I always find it amazing because that sounds like a lot of thought went into it, right? They had no idea what question was coming. All right, that's fascinating to me. All right, Dorian, how about you? How are you going to convince your friends that it wasn't you?
No, my friends, they probably say it was me no matter what. So, I'd probably just say like a bear came and did it or something.
You blame
like
the bear.
a-
What that bear do to you, Dorian?
Like a
What did that bear
raccoon or
do to you?
something.
Raccoon. Wow.
I mean,
Okay.
I went through the stuff, so that's what it did to me.
Blame the animal. All right, I see how it's going. All right, blame the animal. And by the way, if anybody's interested in being Dorian's friend, it sounds like he could use some better friends. They're all quick to blame him. They're all so quick to judge. All right, so we'll be taking applications after the show. All right, cool. Let's see. Now, everybody turn around and face that back wall. All right, there you go. All right, let's see here. Seems like Keeper of Pie's already gay at the idea. All right, now, everybody stand behind the fence of the volunteer you want to vote for. All right, so stand behind, like, let's say that you're going for Dorian, then stand on that fence, behind that fence over there. If you want to see Tiny Rick, go ahead and survive. Go ahead and stand behind the middle fence. And if you're a big fan of Keeper of Pie and his amazing stories, stand over on this side here. All right, let's see. It's looking pretty evenly split. Mr. Producer, could we get a count in here? Don't say the numbers, though. Actually, you'd kind of have to say the numbers. Where do we look lowest? It's looking pretty even. You know what?
I
Maybe
don't think we have a
advanced.
lowest score at the moment. We
I
do
don't
have a
think we
highest
do either.
score.
It's pretty even. So maybe we need to ask more questions to learn more about our volunteers. All right, everybody in the audience, mix it up. Because we're gonna have them turn around again. All right, so move around. Musical chairs time. Let me see you. Wow, it's cool seeing you all move like that. All right, everybody up here with me, go ahead and turn around. All right, go ahead and turn around and face the audience. All right, now you won't
We're
see how
doing
they
nothing.
voted. All right, now everybody in the audience, this is just for me. All right, if you're not in 2D, put your hands up like this. Let me see. All right, I just want to see how this looks. Everybody, move your hands over to here, and swing them back like this. Kind of go back and forth. Let me see what that looks like. Oh, that's awesome. Check that out. All right, whoa, that feels good. It looks cool, right? You think Tiny Rick, does that look cool? You're doing it too. You're doing it too.
100%.
All right. Okay. Cool. All right. So let's move on and ask our next question, shall we? Let's start out with you, Keeper of Pie, since you were so well prepared.
Yes, sir.
All right. Cool. All right. Let's see what we have for you here. Okay. All right. Well, sharks refer to the air above as thin water. All right. Birds don't fly; they just swim through the thin water. And I think this is pretty cool. Like when we humans gain altitude, the air actually does get thinner. So it makes total sense, really. And I've come to think of this perspective, of density as nothing less than elegant. Right? It really is. I'd go so far as to call it shark poetry. I would. Right? And really, it's really quite beautiful. All right. But
Going
the
a
thing
little
is
far.
here. Yeah. Well, no, I don't think it's going far enough, Mr. Producer. All right. There we go. I do. I think a lot of this. Right. And and I was just thinking, if you could name something, and I honestly, I wish I thought of it first. I do. I was like, man, I wish I came up with that. Right. So name something in the real world that you wish you came up with.
That's a good one.
Wait. I gotta know. You feel put on the spot.
I'll keep it family friendly.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Do you feel put on the spot right now?
No.
No. Oh, we gotta try
Not at
harder,
all, buddy.
people. I don't work up with questions, man. You don't feel put on the spot at all? Really?
So hold up. The question was, if I could come up with anything, what would it be?
Well, no, something that's in the real world that you wish you came up with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the
something
question.
In the real world that I wish I came up with.
See anything?
Slinkies.
Slinkies. Oh, that's a good one.
I wish I came up
Walks
with slinkies.
downstairs, loner
Oh God, yeah. Walks downstairs for
Yeah.
days, man.
Yeah, I
And
see
if
that.
Bob
Okay,
around the
cool.
corner doesn't give you your $5, you can just straighten it out, and then. But we won't
Yeah,
go there.
dispatch an army of
But,
slinkies.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice.
Exactly. Well,
Bob
could do
comes out of
that
his
too.
house one morning. He sees all these slinkies coming down the stairs. Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah.
All right,
but,
and menacing.
yeah,
All right,
works.
Tiny Rick, how about you? What do you wish you came up with in the real world?
I have no idea. Just so
You feel put
engrossed
on the
in his
spot?
answer. It's
You
beautiful.
feel put on the spot?
We're all friends here, man.
A little.
You do. Excellent. It's the best news. All right, cool. That's very good. All right. Well, it could be anything. Anything you think that's cool in the real world that you wish you had invented.
Um,
Pressure. It's not like your life depends on it, and it kind of does. Yeah, a little bit. Just a little bit. I tell you what, Tiny Rick, we're gonna come right back to you. How about you, Dorian? What do you think you wish you invented? Hey, can everybody hear Dorian? You can hear Dorian. Put your hands up like this. Let me see. So yeah,
Everybody
we'll
hear
get
me
some
now.
nopes over here. Okay. All right. Let's see. Dorian, let's get a sound check. Can you say something?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. All right. Good. All right. Excellent. That's much better. All right. What do you wish you invented, Dorian?
I wish I invented this app right here, so I
This
could
app.
tell the devs to fix this MRE.
See, why could I not say something
Oh
like that?
wow, that's a good answer. I
It's
like
all right.
that.
man, It's
Dorian.
all
I
right.
like that. Very cool. But you're not trying to win me over, Dorian. You got to convince them, right?
It makes the show better for everyone.
Oh, there you go. All right, cool. Tiny Rick, we're back to you. Something that you wish you'd invented yourself.
Left-handed can openers. 'Cause
Can
nobody knows the struggle of a left-handed person.
Oh, well, that is a classic. I like that. And so useful, too. All right, that's excellent. All right. Well, you've had some time to hear from our volunteers and get a better sense of them. Now, if I can ask our volunteers to spin around and face this back wall here. All right. Now, our audience, show me who you support the most by standing behind the fence that matches your volunteer contestant. Let's see what we got going on. Shuffling around here. Yeah, we really need to
theme
get that
music?
music back. No. I think we'll be okay. This is normally where we have that, though. Let's see. Maybe we'll have the volunteers sing it if they know what it is. All right, let's see here. We have the audience doing it. They're doing the theme. All right, cool. All right, that works.
You audience.
All right, let's see here. All right, I think we have a clear answer here. I'm pretty sure. Let me ask you something,
Yes.
Keeper of Pie. Do you have any plans later?
I was thinking about no. No, I don't actually.
No, you don't have any plans at all. All right, cool. Most important question we ask here: does anybody know where you are?
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not. No, like nobody that's going to press charges or anything, right?
No.
Oh, excellent. Good news. Mr. Producer, if you would, and Keeper Pie, if you give us a good scream on the way out, I'm told it really helps the process. You all set? There we go.
Oh,
All right, delayed scream. It lacked enthusiasm. It was passable. It was passable.
Scream today.
I've become something of an expert of screams because we hear them, a few times a week, and that one was okay. I think it was all right. All right, let's see. Well, we've got 2 remaining volunteers. We could ask you guys to turn back around and face our audience. Everybody, shuffle, scramble, everybody. All right, cool. All right, let's see. They're all turning around. Tiny Rick, you turn around because that's starting to look creepy. All right, cool. All right, there we go. All right, good. All right, excellent. All right. That reminded me of a certain movie I can't mention because copyright infringement. But there we go. All right, so here we go, everybody. We have to determine which of these 2 volunteers, all right, is going to move on and survive to go on in Altspace and do great things, right? That's a lot of pressure on us. We're going to need to ask some more questions. But before we move into that round, when you came in, you may have noticed that we have a Patreon sign up on the wall. We have a buy us a coffee link here. And the reason we have this stuff out is because we are trying to raise money to put on more interactive experiences like this one for all of you. We really are. And but also a portion of what we collect is going to be going to support the Bimini Shark Lab, and they do important research. They raise awareness about things like shark finning and some of the environmental challenges of fake sharks in our oceans today. As a matter of fact, we've recently adopted our very first shark, and this is Sharky in the real world, right, that we were able to adopt him through the support of all of you. All right, so I want to thank you all for helping us to do our part and by coming out to our shows and showing your support. And and those of you that have subscribed to our YouTube channel, like, listen, I got to be honest. I like you all just a little bit better. No, it's true. All right, so let's move on here. Let's see, who are we going to start with? Let's start out with Dorian. Dorian, are you ready for your question?
Yeah.
You are. All right, that's good news. All right, let's see what we have here. All right, well, listen, I recently got into it the other day with a group of piranhas, and they kind of ganged up on me. Did. All right. They told me that, if enough chickens, right, and that's right, chickens, if enough of them got together, that they would be able, if they had enough focus, if they had enough determination, if they had enough creativity, that they would be able to bring down an actual elephant. An elephant. Group of chickens against an elephant, right? And I think that's just ridiculous. And I told him so. Wow, we got Neo doing the chicken sounds.
Elephant nut.
Right, that's very convincing. It sounds just like one though. I'm gonna need like an ensemble.
A lot of chickens. We need a lot of
There
chickens.
we go. Okay, this is unexpected. I
Terrifying
did not
amount
expect
of
chicken sounds from the audience. All right, Neo. That's like bordering on trolling right now. Bordering on trolling. Okay. Right. Just relax. Relax. It's gonna be okay. Just calm down. Think human thoughts. You're gonna be all right. All right. Good. All right. So you know what piranha are like when they get something in their teeth. They just won't let it go. Right. So I'm gonna call on you now. All right, Dorian, to help me figure this out. So it's story time. All right. I want you to tell me how many chickens it would take. All right, and paint us a picture. Tell us a story about how this would go down. Be descriptive.
No more,
All right, there you go.
Like how many chickens it would take to
Bring down an
Kill
elephant
you?
and what it would look like. What's their plan? How do they go about doing it? Need answers.
it'd probably take like over 100,000, and they would probably
100,000 chickens. Right.
they'd probably need more than just them. They'd probably need like I don't know, some weapons.
Okay. We have 100,000 highly motivated, highly trained tactical chickens that are armed. Right? They're going toward this elephant and they're on a mission. And you think that would get the job done?
Yeah.
Neo,
and
really, with the chicken sounds. Seriously, man. I'm telling you now. When I say borderline trolling, that's a clue to my moderator to keep an eye on you. I like you, but knock it off. Okay? All right, cool. All right. Now, let's see here.
Terrifying
All right.
amount of chickens.
So, all right, now how about you, Tiny Rick? Tell us a story. What does that look like? How many chickens do we need? Neo, I'm watching you. I'm watching you. All right, there we go. Excellent. Well done. All right. All right. So how many does it take? How many does it take, Tiny Rick? And what does that story look like? How do they pull it off?
Right, well, first of all, I think your number of chickens is a bit excessive. So I just need to say that. I think
Okay.
it's only you would only need 14,000. 2
14,000.
from the back left, 2 from the back right, 10,000 from the middle. There you go.
All right,
Sorted.
so the way I see this is an elephant is walking down the trail when suddenly he's flanked on every side by a large group of chickens. Right, then the dramatic music starts. Right, and then that elephant will never see the end of that road. Everybody, I'm sorry. Okay, tragic tale
Go
here
first.
at Shark Time. All right, yes, Mr. Producer, what's up?
Can I just add something here?
I'm afraid.
Remember, there are eggs in most of your homes. Just saying.
Wow. Oh, whoa. Saying they have a plan that's larger than the elephants.
Might be.
That's something to think about from our producer, everybody. There we go. All right. Oh, no, it's very insightful thoughts here at Shark Time. All right. Well, let's find out what our audience thought. Right. So if our volunteer contestant could turn around and face that back wall because it's super creepy that way. All right, everybody. Now, if you support Tiny Rick, stand behind this middle fence. Right. And if you support Dorian, stand on behind that fence that's on that end right there. All right. Let's see here. Oh, I heard Dorian's chair getting ready. He's prepared for this. A squeaky chair. If you survive this, man, we're going to get you some WD-40. It's going to be okay. You know, and listen, if the people at WD-40 would like to sponsor our show, send in a note. All right, let's see. It's looking pretty evenly split here. I think we need to ask you guys another question. It's pretty even. I think we need to
It
ask
is
another
pretty
question,
even,
Mr.
you're right.
Producer. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. All right, everybody scatter. Mix it up. Mix it up. Shuffle the deck, everybody. Let's see you all move. All right. All right, cool. Now, when you get in the position, start waving your hands like this so I know. So I know you've moved to a new spot. All right, let's see. Oh, that feels good. All right, I'm getting loosened up. I'm confusing my events. If a volunteer contestants could turn back around and face the audience, look at them. All right. You have no idea where they were standing before, right? This is excellent. All right, so let's start out this time with you, Tiny Rick. Tiny Rick, are you ready for your question?
Yes.
You are. Okay, that's excellent. Good news there. All right, let's see here. All right, we're going to have to look here. All right. Let's see. My friends have been wearing disguises recently, right? If you've been in the show before, you notice that my friends look very different than the way they normally do, and they've been doing this, to escape our little problem over there, right? And so they've been wearing these things, but they say it's very embarrassing swimming around looking like this. Right? We were wondering, Tiny Rick, tell us about a time, right, where you had to wear a mortifying outfit and why?
Pretty much every day when I go to work. Uniform's pretty mortifying.
Oh, I see. Okay. Are we allowed to ask what kind of work that is? What kind of uniform is it?
Yeah, well, I maintain industrial fishing nets for a living, so it's like plastic overalls.
Oh, I see. Okay. And you're walking around and you're like, oh, I don't feel right in this. This just isn't me. They don't
It's
let
not
you
very
personalize it
comfortable.
in any way.
I say that.
Don't let you personalize it. Like you can put some patches on that. It says I'm wearing this on the protest or
Well,
something
you can
like
order your own color. That's about it.
that. Okay. You can pick the color out. What color do you use?
Burnt orange.
Okay. We got the burnt orange. Okay, there we go. Very cool. All right. Now, Dorian, let me ask you. Right? Tell us about a time where you had to wear something that was mortifying that you just didn't like and why.
I had to wear a troll mascot costume for this
Wait, hold on.
event.
Hold on. I gotta ask. I have to ask this. I have to. You had to wear a troll costume. Right?
Yeah.
And you went on to
From
become
the
a
movie.
moderator. Isn't that like a conflict of interest?
Yeah.
Isn't it? It is kind of a conflict of interest. Am I wrong in thinking this, people? Conflict of interest. Right. So this was for a party?
It was for like an event thing.
For an event thing. So they forced her to wear this troll costume, and your moderator instincts had a problem with this. And you just thought it was bad. All right, cool. I accept that. That's nice. All right. If all of you would turn around and face that back wall, let's find out how our audience liked your responses. Let's find out how they are. All right. So now if you support Tiny Rick, stand behind this middle section. And if you support Dorian, stand behind this fence over here. Let's see how we did, everybody. Let's see. Everybody's moving around. They're shuffling. All right. People are still moving. All right. We're getting some sense of things now. It looks like you guys are still pretty evenly split. All right. Yeah, it's pretty
Wait,
even.
I'm counting.
All right, we're gonna get a count on this. Yeah, I think you're right, Mr. Producer. Let's count it out because it looks close. Let's see how we're doing.
Oh, the difference
It
is
is
one.
Wow. Okay. All right. I see. So let's find out. Can we announce which of our volunteers we're gonna be sending off?
By a difference of one?
Yes.
Okay, I'm so sorry, Tiny.
Wait,
Rick.
hold on. Wait. One is kind of thin. I don't feel like we've really convinced. I don't think any one person should have
Oh
that
no,
much
you
power.
made a decision.
No, I
You
got
made a
just one more
decision.
question. Just one more question. All right, Dorian, let me ask you. All right, why do you deserve to live more than Tiny Rick over here?
This is the hard question for me.
It is. Your life depends on it. Really does. Don't face the audience. Tell us why you deserve to live more than Tiny Rick.
Because I don't like to get eaten by sharks.
Okay, all right. It's an unusual show you've picked to be on, but okay. All right, Tiny Rick, how about you? Why do you deserve to survive more than Dorian?
I will gladly sacrifice myself to the sharks so that my friend here can
Wow.
win.
Wow, you heard that, everybody? He took the path of
Wow.
sacrifice. You know what?
Wow.
You see the very best and worst of humanity here at Shark Time. But you know what I noticed, Mr. Producer? Nobody's really moving. The count's still the
But he's
same.
moving. Count is the same.
All right, so they're pretty set on this. All right, well, what's the difference? Who's if you could announce who's our winner?
Our winner tonight is Dorian.
Dorian. Oh, very good. Dorian, stand by 1 second. Rick, let me ask you. Does anybody know where you are right now?
Nope,
Excellent.
I wouldn't tell
Excellent. That's
anybody.
good news. Well, as you meet my friend Melvin, right? Actually, not Melvin, but get good cream on your way out.
Take me,
Right, that
Melvin.
really helped the process a lot. There
I
we
think
go.
Buster feels bad
Let's
about it.
see.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Here
I
comes,
see
here
there's a
comes.
little bit of a delay here. There we go. Give us a good scream. There we go. All right, well, that was an okay scream. I liked it.
It was an okay
You know,
scream, right?
it was
Yeah.
reserved.
Okay.
It was reserved and dignified. All right, Dorian, it looks like you're our winner. So if you'd come down here, we're going to get your picture. It's going to go on our Twitters as we announce you as our winner. Wait, have you won the show before, Dorian? I know you've been on.
That's my first time.
It's your first time winning. Okay,
winner.
all right, cool. Good to know.
Woo.
All right. So if you stand right here, right, stand where I'm standing now, and then turn around and face me. All right. Now our audience, everybody could cluster together, kind of get behind him so you can all get in this picture here. We're going to take a picture that's going to go on Twitter. Throw up all the emojis that you can. All right, that'd help a lot. All right, there we go. All right, very cool. Keep those emojis flowing. Here we go. All right, we're going to take your picture, Dorian. 3, 2, 1. Yell it at Shark Top.
Shark time.
There we go. All right, next time with some enthusiasm. All right, but that picture came out good. All right, everybody. Wow, look at those emojis going. Turn around, Dorian. Look, you see that? That's all for you. How's that feel? That feel good?
Yeah.
All right, excellent. All right, cool. Wow, look at them go. They're still going, Dorian. Wow, they really like you. Oh, that's awesome. All right, now listen, Dorian, tonight you're going to get a friend request from the Sharky himself. Now, once you accept this friend request, shortly thereafter, you're going to receive a 12-piece world building kit. And good news, if you've never seen the 12-piece world building kit, we're going to show it to you tonight if you want to see it. So what we're going to do is we're going to invite you all up to the stage in just a moment, and we're going to head out through a portal that we have at the top of this ramp. And that's going to take us to our showcase. That's going to enable you to see all of the all the prizes that we have in the prize kit. And if you like them, then you can come back to our next show and come out and see us again. The next one we're going to be running is this Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Watch the event calendar because every so often we do these pop-up events, sporadically to test out different time slots, and keep an eye out to see if one of those pop up. All right, so I want to thank you all for being a part of our show tonight, and also. If if you came in late, again, please, we are asking if you do enjoy the show to go to altvr.com and at the very bottom, click on support, fill out a support ticket, and just ask Altspace if they'll help us fix our problem because this show is supposed to have all these special effects. They're not working right now, and we need Altspace to help us resolve this issue. All right, when they write you back with the form letter, just keep the ticket open and keep it going. And again, we're not trying to troll Altspace. We're just trying to show them that this is an important issue. All right, so I want to thank you all for coming tonight. All right, let me open up the stage here. Right, so everybody come on up here. Right, everybody come on up and we'll all head on out. You're going to find at the very top of this ramp, there's a blue light. Just walk into that blue light. We'll see you at the Shark Tank Showcase if you'd like to see the prizes we have. And thank you all for coming. My name's Mike Forrest, and I'll see you next time. Let's go, everybody.